Hey, I'm Lewis Todd. Today we're going to kick off a program called Scouting Over Easy. It's a program for scout leaders, families, parents to help them bring fun into scouting, solve all the unknown mysteries of scouting, make scouting fun and exciting for your kids at home.
Oh, here we go.
No, that's mine. Thank you very much.
Wait a
I think
minute,
that you got the All-Star.
Are you sure? I think I ordered the over.
No.
Oh, whoa,
Oh.
wait a minute.
Hey!
Excuse me. I realize we're being filmed here. I'm Lewis,
I'm Jenny.
and we're a couple of volunteers, and we're here with the Boy Scouts in the Atlanta Area Council. Speaking of all-stars, there've been some all-star activities going on in the Atlanta Area Council. haven't
Absolutely.
there?
Let me tell you about one of them. The council provided some great packages for some of our scouts through a partnership with Publix, a $50 grocery gift card, along with some great t-shirts and keychains and some great things to keep everybody engaged in the scouting program. We want to thank our partners for helping with that.
How about the backyard campout? That was a huge success. We had over 3,000 folks camping in their backyards. We had campfires, we had skits, we had kids earning merit badges. We even had this one crazy dude camping out in the backyard with his dog.
Hey, don't forget about the traditional Scouting for Food program. That's continuing right now too. Scouts all over the Atlanta Area Council are collecting food to donate to food banks and all kinds of folks who really need this help at this time.
You know, we're really fortunate to have great volunteers and families and parents that are making sure scouting happens when we can't get out and have meetings or go on camping trips. And I know there's probably a lot of parents that are just now really getting involved, particularly in Cub Scouting for the first time. And I bet you they would love to have some help and some expert guidance on how to deliver
Expert.
scouting
I get it, expert.
to their kids. Do you know where we could get some of that expert guidance?
I do, as a matter of fact. This week in our episode of Scouting Over Easy, we're featuring Bert Bender, who's going to give you some great ideas and resources for making you a better scout leader. This week, our expert is Bert.
All right, thank you, Lewis and Jenny. Since you've served up this heaping plate of Cub Scouting Over Easy, let me share some ideas about that as your expert today. Plate of Over Easy Cub Scouting, let's ask, is it over? Is it easy? Sure, and we're going to give you some tips, both for Cub Scout parents and also for den and pack leaders, all of whom can guide parents of Cub Scouts and family Cub Scouting activities. Now, we think of Cub Scouting as meetings and activities, and in-person group activities are certainly the most fun, exciting, and appealing. Kids like to belong to a group, and parents need community as well. But when we need physical distancing, how can we do Cub Scouting? How about scouting at home? Den meetings and pack activities are just one way to do Cub Scouting, but not the only way. Families can do Cub Scouting with their kids directly, and if they do, that will help the whole family. Now, because there are parts of Cub Scouting that are beyond den meetings and pack activities. Cub Scouting has other tools like the handbook, advancement resources, parent leadership, the uniform. A key tool are the handbooks. They're full of information for scouts and parents and adventures that can bring that information alive. And almost all of these adventures can be done at home by a scout, parents, and family. The Handbook Advancement Program covers both fun things that kids are interested in and important things that parents want kids to learn and know. Each handbook is like an operating manual or to-do list for how to raise children. But wait, what should dens and packs do? We think in these times it's a mix including these 4 tools. First, check in with the parents, not just group chat, phone or Zoom or what works for you, but also individual phone calls to any who couldn't make a group chat or didn't respond to your text or email. Families who are overwhelmed right now could benefit from a kind den or pack leader saying, We love you, we care, and let us know how we can help. Because every den will have families in flux with job loss, job shuffle, family illness, maybe loss, pressure of childcare, and more. And your den leader might need den families and others to ask, how are you doing? Second, we can gently share scouting resources with parents. Once you get a sense of how your families are, you can gently let parents know what they might do to continue scouting as they can on their time frame. Third idea are simple den social check-ins. Consider these quick check-ins with the kids and their families to hear each other's voices and see each other if you're on a Zoom or other screen. Short check-ins don't take the planning time of producing a whole virtual meeting and could be done more often, and maybe be done at varying times for the convenience of families with wildly varying schedules. Last, consider full but shorter virtual meetings. For those who have the time and energy and bandwidth and broadband, creative and fun virtual short meetings are wonderful. They're excellent for those key share with your den parts of advancement, and even sharing pictures and videos by text or email chat would be great for kids to see each other. You can share with your families how to do Cub Scouting at home out of the handbook and from the resources we'll show in a minute, because parents are leaders now. If we let them have the tools, they can lead scouting adventures too. And den and pack leaders might change their roles. Instead of leading every activity, the role can be showing families how to lead their own scouts. For those who know the Scouts BSA EDGE method, den leaders can explain, demonstrate, guide, and enable parents so that parents can lead Cub Scout adventures at home. And remember, while some families may be crying out for things to do, others may be crying because they can't do all the things they need to do. So it's okay if some want to do just a little. If you know them, you might be able to suggest activities that they would enjoy doing. Now for ideas, we've got this page on the Atlanta Area Council website, Scouting at Home. Let me cross over and we'll poke around on some of those pages right now. You can find the Scouting at Home page by looking at this scroll and clicking on Scouting at Home. When you get there, you'll find a sub-page, Scouting at Home, kindergarten to 5th grade, so that's your Cub Scouting page. And when you get into that, you'll find that there are adventures selected from each of the ranks, kindergarten through 5th grade. Let's take a look at some tiger adventures right now. One of them is Tigers in the Wild, and it's all about hiking, and you need to take a walk around the neighborhood. So if you want to do it in a Cub Scouting way, you're going to see that Tigers in the Wild has links to things like a streamlined den leader guide, a meeting plan that can be used by a parent with the child or the whole family that will give you the requirements and also give you information about things that are part of the requirements. But wait, there's more. There's also some do-at-home tips. There's adventure by adventure pages for each of these where you'll see the Tiger in the Wild requirements, and it'll link also to some helpful resources that you might like. This Tigers in the Wild page has links to videos about the 6 essentials, the outdoor code, leave no trace. It's got some information about snakes and plant identification tools. If you want to visit a zoo or nature center, we've got links to some virtual visits all around the country. But wait, there's more. Let's suppose that you say, hey, I know there's a great adventure in the bear rank, and it's about fishing. And it's not actually listed here, but at the bottom, there's a link to a page that will list all adventures, including a bear goes fishing. And once again, you've got the requirements, plus links to some great BSA resources about fishing, a website that tells you how to fish from people who are fishing aficionados, and also some maps about where to fish, and also videos about knots that you might need if you're going to be a fisher person. So these are just some of the 95 adventure pages, 95 plus adventure pages that you can find that are linked through the Atlanta Area Council page. So to wrap things up, if your families like doing an adventure, they should feel free to share those links with other families. And if they've done a lot of adventures and want to do more, they may even look at some adventures from another handbook. And guess what? That's fine. If it's safe, go ahead. So that means like no sharp knives for cubs younger than bear levels. But most anything else, if you think that your scout is interested in it, go ahead and do it. I will caveat that it won't count for earning this year's rank. But if you do an adventure from a future rank year, you'll do it again when you're in that handbook for that rank if you need it for a rank requirement. Because having an early experience with the adventure will make it easier and more fun to master, and hopefully it's not an activity that will be one and done for life. For example, Rolling Tigers is the only biking adventure, and A Bear Goes Fishing is the only fishing adventure. We hope you bike and hike and cook and camp all your life, not just for a rank. So let the fourth grader learning to ride earn that Rolling Tigers loop. It's just a loop. And let the first grader going fishing with Grandpa earn the bear loop and do it again in third grade if she needs that elective at that time. So remember, do your best, keep it simple, make it fun, and let's build stronger families through scouting. So thank you, Lewis and Jenny. It's been fun to be here in the Waffle House today. Carry on. Bye now.
Could you show me how to cook an over easy?
Oh, sure.
That would be great.
Absolutely.
All right, over easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So what you gotta do very easy is make sure your pan is cleaner. Get any residue from the previous eggs, just wipe it down a little bit. The first thing you want to do after that is to put a little oil, coat it with oil, drain the oil. So it'll make the egg not stick when you're gonna flip it. Wash your eggs onto the bowl. Obviously, we're gonna put it in there in the pan. And what you're gonna wait? When you know it's gonna flip good is when it can roll on the pan like that. When it's rolling like that, that means it can flip good.
Who's first, Miriam? Ladies first. Ladies first.
Yeah,
Ladies
I don't know. I
first.
think I could do this a little
Well,
better
yeah.
than you. All right. Right.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Oil.
Drain it.
Egg. Oh.
You just do one. One's probably
All right, David, am I ready?
Yeah, I hear sizzling.
I hear sizzling.
all right. Yeah.
Flipped it too hard.
You flip it too hard.
All right. Oh, disaster number one.
All right.
Oh, look at this. One-handed.
Well, he's a pro. Huh?
Dang. All right, he is. He must do this at home. I bet he goes home and practices.
We do this on the campfire all the time.
Hey, you know what? You guys can try this at home. You can do this on the campfire. Can't you just imagine how easy this would be to do at home?
All right. Flip in
All right.
3, 2,
That's
1.
hard now. Good.
Oh, man!
Look at that.
That is beautiful. Nice job, dude.
Thank you, thank you. All right. That wraps up our show for our inaugural edition of Scouting Over Easy. You know, an over easy egg isn't as easy as it looks. It's got a little bit of a challenge to it, but we love challenges.
Absolutely.
in Scouting.
In fact, you should take the challenge. Why don't you send us a video of you doing your over easy eggs at home and let us see who you can beat Lewis's. So we come up with content for this program every week, but we want to make it valuable to you. So you have to let us know, what do you need to do your job better? What kind of resources can we provide at the Atlanta Area Council to help you be a better scouter?
Let us know. Just put your ideas in the comments. Don't forget to check us out at atlantabsa.org, and you can find a lot of great resources under Scouting at Home. That's it for this week.
And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks a lot for joining us. See you next week.